influence that we talk about. This is influence. When an entire billionaire and his family, when someone gathered their entire family to come and convince people that you're not wearing a lace front, I mean, I did see some people saying that, well, this is still not proof because look at how thick his locks were, and now they are in cornrows. It's not looking the same. The volume is not giving. And I don't know specifically about his own case, but I do remember when I was in university, one of my friends decided to come back with locks, from vacation. And their hair had grown really long. And I was so impressed. I was like, wow, within 2 months, you managed to grow your hair to this length. And guess what? No, she had actually bought hair from someone else. Yeah, she had brought dreadlocks from someone else. So what they do is they attach the fake dreadlocks to your own shorter locks, and the way they crochet it together, there is no way you can tell that that's not your hair. I'm not saying this is what a billionaire did, but I'm just saying that there is an entire market for dreadlocks where you can buy somebody else's grown out, just like you guys buy, the Brazilian hair and stuff like that. But in this case, it's just the African hair in locks, okay, or the black hair in locks. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying for those of you who might be confused by the volume and all of these things, sometimes people do this. They attach other people's locks to their own hair. Now, do the math, okay? In as far as that him being a billionaire, how much access he has to this kind of hair? Because let me tell you something. Those things were not cheap. I remember that time that my friend bought those locks. They were not cheap at all. Because remember, this is someone's effort to grow out the locks like that. So they're not going to be selling them for cheap. They were pretty expensive, okay? Way more expensive than even, raw Brazilian bundles or raw Vietnamese hair bundles. No, those ones were pricier. I remember that perfectly well. So do what you will with that information. For me, I just look at this. It's just so much entertaining to see a billionaire scrambling like this, and the entire family gathering together for that. Speaking about hair influencing and stuff like that, I saw a picture, a post by Gambo Mama with Victoria Monet. You guys know that there have been rumors that, well, Victoria's career has never been doing well since, hair got played with. Now, I personally, in as far as the spiritual things are concerned, don't like to speak about things that I don't have evidence with as if I have evidence. But I do like to speculate. And I also do like to share the information that I know with spiritual things. Now, people were whispering on the internet that Victoria Monet allowed certain people to play in her hair. And when they were playing in her hair, his shine was allegedly getting taken spiritually. Allegedly. Now, I cannot confirm or deny that because I don't know. But one thing that I will tell you also, as someone who's a Christian, as someone who's spiritual, your hair is very sensitive. And I'm not just saying this because of what people were whispering. If there is a way of people to harvest your destiny, to destiny swap, to play with your destiny, the easiest way they can do that is to play in your head. And it is for this reason that I just don't let people play in my hair. Your hair is your crown. It's your glory. And people can tamper with it. Now, if you're not careful, they will harvest your glory and put it on another person. And before you know it, that will be your last hit song. And even if you try to perform it after that, people will just look at you because nothing will be correlating. I mean, you're saying, put that on my mama, I look fly, I look good. People will not be seeing the flyness or the goodness. Or the goodness has been harvested and put on somebody else. So the people are just looking at you, look good where? Fly where? Now imagine a beautiful girl like you singing about put that on my mama, I look fly. The whole time you're crawling, you look like you're crawling because the glory has been harvested. That's what the people are whispering. But you can't tell that to anyone because this girl is out there super excited because Mama Gambo posted her. So, I mean, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about all of this. Oh my god, something just dawned on me. Going back to the lock thing, I just thought, okay, these are just my intrusive thoughts, but let me just share them with you. So, for a moment, I just had like a flash of where the locks might have been harvested from. I'm sorry. The lock thing, I just cannot take anything seriously. But in my mind, I just thought between Ali and Chloe, whose locks are they? Somebody needs to audit Chloe's hair because her locks might have been harvested and given to the billionaire. Let's see Chloe's locks. Did the locks get harvested and were they given to the husband? Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about the entire crash out on the internet over the weekend. All this because of a man. One thing about men is they will harvest all of your aura. Okay, we're talking about harvesting spiritually. Men will harvest your aura mentally and emotionally until you're crashing out on bloggers online. Okay? And the thing about dating a everyone's husband or everyone's man is don't think that you will ever stand out from the other women. That's the thing that people don't understand, that whether you're a trillionaire, whether you're a gazillionaire, whether you're a billionaire, as soon as you start dating the same man, in the eyes of that man, you're all the same. You could be a star, but that man will reduce you and put you in the same sentence with every other woman that he decides to play with. That's why when it comes to men, I always say nobody is bigger than the program. No one at all. And the problem that our favorite sister Belkazon has is she refuses to accept that she's just like any other woman. She thinks her own case is going to be different. She thinks she's going to be an exception. And so, even in her choice of picking men, she does not consider the type of men that she's deciding to procreate with because she thinks her own case is going to be different. She believes the lies that these men say. Let me heal you. And that made her lose her mind. You clearly can tell that this is the poison, but the poison is lying to you that is the antidote. How can you be an antidote to the poison that you are? Because I mean, his history has been speaking for him. This is the man whose entire team was like, we would never want our sisters or any of our relatives to date him. But you saw that. And this is the same man who clearly had no issue making moves on you when you were still married. That says a lot about the morals of the person in question. But the same man came to you and said, let me be your antidote. And you said, yeah, I am here. Poison and antidotes cannot coexist in the same vial. No, it doesn't work like that. And just because you think you're famous and popular and all of these things, doesn't. Men will leave you in the desert without water. And that's exactly what this man did to her. And she finds it hard that the same man who probably put her in a pedestal when he wanted to hit is the same man who's now doing Arauru across the road, playing, I don't know what type of games he's playing amongst the baby mamas. Today he's here, tomorrow he's there. Because after all has been said and done, they don't care about how popular you are. They are probably pillow talking to the prettier baby mamas. That's the thing. And the baby mamas, because they know the type of buzz you bring and the type of drama you bring, what are they gonna do? They will voluntarily feed the blogs with information. That's what you get when you lay down with someone who is loose. And I was seeing one of the baby mamas. Her name is Kay Benji or something. That woman is gorgeous. Like, for a moment, I forgot I was a woman. I was like, if I was Stefon, okay. I understood. If I was Stefon, if I was Stefon and I had no discipline, that's what I mean, by the way. Because visually, she does not compare to the woman, to be honest. And the woman's aura, she's just so nonchalant. Okay, she knows she's bad, but she acts like she doesn't know she's bad. And she strikes me as the type of person who doesn't crash out. She's just there. She knows what she's doing. I would crash out too. I would literally crash out too. And it appears God the Scoop is not here for it because she also went on live and she started to read her down. Because I've been following God the Scoop for a very long time, you guys. I think since 2021. I don't remember. I think 2021, she had one page and then something happened with that page on Instagram and then she opened another one. So even from the very first page, I've been following her. And one thing I can tell you about her is a lot of times people do contact her with the tea. And you can tell even from the way that she blogs that she doesn't really do it for the money or the clout. Because if she wanted clout, she would have been doing the most. Because if you go back to a lot of her tweets, she tweets a lot in. She's very cryptic. She's not the Tasha K vibe. That's what I can say. Like, she's not the Tasha K type of blogger where she's looking to be the one to put out information first, where she's looking to be the No. That's not her vibe at all. Sometimes she just tweets, in a very cryptic way. And then later, when all of us catch up, we're like, oh, and then you go back to her tweets and you see, oh, this is what she's been saying. So for her to be crashing out on her, that's the last person you want to be crashing out on because she really is not here for the clout. If you know her, if you have been observing her, and yeah, I love that she responded back. And the type of insults, man, that Advovo BBO ends up coming with, it's very disgusting stuff. It's like there are certain things that are stuck in her mind about black people, and they show each time she becomes mad. Do you see how many times people have been mad at her, but they never said anything about the stereotypes that are associated with her own, people? I don't hear people coming at her with that. They come at her with things that she individually is responsible for. things like her dating choice, her plastic surgery choices, her behaviors. Not once did I hear black people coming at her collectively with all the other people from her own community. But this is something that she does a lot. She talks about people being touched. She assumes in her mind that every black person stays in the project. These are the things that she says, and for that reason, I'm just like, ew. And this is why I get confused when I see a lot of black women trying to be kumbaya with her or defending her at the expense of other black people. I'm like, this is disgusting behavior. And we all know that the reason why you're hyping this lady up is because of the illiteracy that she presents. She's out there pretending, cosplaying to be you. And she goes out there with a misrepresentation of what you guys are. Imagine someone who does not look like you walking around saying that this is what black women behave like. This is how black women speak. This is how illiterate they are. Yet the same person has got the privilege to take off that fake blackness and go back to our original roots. You have not learned from the Kardashians? You guys haven't learned. You saw what the Kylies, the Kims, the Chloes did. They procreated with black men. They perpetuated a certain stereotype. They benefited from misrepresenting you guys with the bodies, with the changes in faces. And after they did that, they went back to their roots. And guess what? They are still accepted there. That's the privilege that you guys don't have. And you guys don't understand that. And you allow this woman to continuously destroy your community, the image of your community. I mean, I saw some of you praising her because allegedly she went online and said that, oh, when that man didn't spend Christmas with her, he came back and made up for it with 300K worth of gifts. And you guys were like, oh, I saba well. I'm inspired. Way to go. And I was just like, guys, this is not the stereotype that you want to be pushed about you. This woman can go back, wash off her highlights, remove all her piercings, remove the BBL, stop talking like an illiterate person, go to school, do something, and still be accepted. You, on the other hand, do not have that privilege. If you want to see what I'm talking about, look at the things that you guys praise her for doing. And look at how you guys treat the likes of Miss Red. Lottery ticket even about the baby. Do you see the double standards? That's the reality of what life is like for a lot of black women. And the fact that her immediate response to Got the Scoop was those two things. Couldn't say anything else about her. But, oh, you stay in the projects. Oh, your father touched you. Like, how much of a disgusting person should you have to be? So each time she sees black people walking, she's thinking our fathers are touching on us. What kind of sick mind is that? But anyway, I've spoken too much. Okay? I will try to get you in another video and we finish off this, okay? Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Thank you very much for watching and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Do you think that finally now that Beyonce is doing voiceovers in